all I do is side bow. Like Spanish, I just fidget, and I'm an edge all of my good.
Yo, after watching this video, saying it's your first game on is not a good excuse anymore, because this warm-up that I learned from studying OXY is so fast and effective. In total, it takes around 10 to 15 minutes, and it's just done in Valorant. There's no external aim trainers involved. In this video, I'm going to explain how OXY does it, how I upgraded it, and why it's so effective. Basically, when warming up, OXY will play a single deathmatch focusing on tapping, and then follow it up with a TDM where he plays naturally like he would in a real game. Just in case you need proof, here's OXY doing his warm-up.
Like, it's hard, you know? Bro, you know what's crazy? That is so funny.
So quick recap, just to make sure you're following along, OXY starts with a DM focusing on tapping and then plays a TDM playing naturally like he would in a real game. So why is this so good? Why does it work? There are two reasons that OXY's tapping deathmatch is so effective. The first is that it warms up your movement. This is the most underlooked part in the warm-up process. So many people, including my aim coach, always told me to warm up on Kovacs. But the thing is, this only warms up my raw aim. It completely neglects my left hand. The second reason that this is so effective is that it also ends up warming up your aim and micro adjustments. When you're constantly strafing between your shots, you have to be actively tracking your opponent's head in order to actually hit them. But although OXY's warm-ups are very well optimized for himself, I believe for most players his warm-up can be upgraded, and that's exactly what I did. So without wasting any more time, here's a warm-up that you can just copy and paste into your next rank session and have a very good chance of match MVPing. But real quick, I have an announcement to make. I am doing mechanical coaching. At the time of recording, there's only 13 slots left, and it's at the lowest price it will ever be. If you want me to help you one-on-one personally with a free follow-up call, all for the price of like 2 white monsters at a school vending machine, just check out the top link in the description and see if my offer interests you. Yo, okay, the upgraded routine has around 4 exercises in the range. This totals out to around 4 minutes, so listen closely. You're gonna want to be able to counter strafe or at least like try your best. We're going to stand in the middle and go at a pace that you're comfortable with. For new players or players that are maybe around gold to diamond level, you're gonna probably be at this speed. If you're even slower, that's totally fine. Just try to practice your movement and aim for 100% accuracy. Now, if you're a bit higher level, you're going to go at around this speed. I'm not sure if I can do it right now because I'm talking, but probably this speed. If you're a pro player or OXY himself, you might go at around this speed or probably even faster. I don't think I can actually emulate how OXY would do it, but he would probably go do something like this. So this is a warm-up routine that can scale to all skill levels, and you're just going to want to aim for as close to 100% accuracy as possible. 10 seconds of AD, 10 seconds where you're only going A, and 10 seconds where you're only going D, and 100% accuracy. So again, slow and steady. Now the second one is where you want to get a little uncomfortable. You might get 75% accuracy, but you're going way faster than you were on the first one. The key here is that if you miss the first flick, you want to adjust and get the second flick. So do not leave any targets behind. If you miss, then correct it as fast as you can. And that is the main skill that this warm-up helps build. And for some people, this could be useful to practice outside of this warm-up as well. Now, 30 seconds of that, again, AD, and then A only, and then D only. So 50 elims, and go for a speed that, again, you're not very comfortable with. And after the first miss, or if you hit the first thing, great, but you'll eventually miss one, you're going to want to try your best to correct it while maintaining your speed. So you might want to slow down if you're like let's say it's super far away and you're like whipping, then slow down until you hit the target. But you're allowed around 2 shots. Hopefully you can hit it in the first 2. If not, then that's totally okay. Just take a little more time than you'd like and adjust. Now, once you're done here, you want to do the same thing, but you want to go as you normally would. So this means that you're allowed to burst, you're allowed to do everything that you normally would, and you'll notice that already, if I'm missing a shot, I'm ready to move, and I'm ready to shoot. So, I noticed, like, I actually didn't have this skill before I started doing this warm-up, but yeah, if I'm missing the shot, I'm already ready to shoot just a few milliseconds later. Now, when it comes to the deathmatch, you already know OXY plays a tapping deathmatch, but there are a few things that I need to show you to make it even more effective. So just like OXY, when we're playing deathmatch, we want to go for taps more than bursts. So let's do that here. Going tapping, and we're going to get the kill. But where we're going to be different from OXY is after every kill, I want you to flick as fast as you can to a different angle and just be ready for it. So I got a kill, and I'm just going to randomly flick to another angle. I'm going to get this kill, and I'm going to immediately flick to the next angle. Again, one more time, I'm going to show you. I'm going to get this kill and then flick to another angle. Get this kill, flick to another angle. The reason that I want you to immediately flick and shoot to another angle, and maybe even after the kill, you're not going to just flick to the angle. You're going to get the kill, move, and then flick to the other angle. Future Corey here. This little movement here is really underrated because it actually helps you dodge the bullet. So don't just flick to another angle, move, and then flick to that angle. The reason this is such a good thing to do is because so many people after getting a kill will zone out and they won't even be ready for a fight that's obvious. So in a deathmatch where you're in a constant state of fights, you should always be ready for a fight. And this little shot is just a little symbol that tells you like, okay, I'm ready to take another fight. So I think it's a great tool to just practice. This type of deathmatch is just so much more efficient when it comes to warming up and even like training than anything else that I've come across. The flick itself to ready up with a different fight is just something that I wish was taught to me, because I'm never getting caught off guard in deathmatches anymore. I'm never like pulling my knife out. I always have something to do. So get a kill, do an aim lobs flick to just any other angle, and it's just a good exercise that will always keep you prepared to take a gunfight. Now, I want you to try this out the next time you play ranked and come back and leave a comment on how it affected your performance.